continuing to focus on how we can relieve the property tax burden for our farmers and ranchers. They've seen ag land valuations go up 252% over the last 10 years. Property taxes paid on ag land has gone up 162%. So we have a variety of things we've been working on to try and address that. In the bill that I've got, or the proposal I'm making this year, it's about increasing the property tax credit relief fund by 23%. So, for example, right now on $100,000 worth of ag land valuation, you're getting about $103 worth of benefit from the state or credit from the state, and that would take it up to $127 worth of credit from the state. So a significant increase there, and then, of course, I want to put a floor in that. The total would be $275 million, and we want to make sure that that stays there. So we want a statute to do that. That's almost double from where it was when I started as governor. And then finally, we've got a constitutional amendment to limit how fast your taxes can go up. Limit that to 3% a year. Property taxes in general in the state go about 5% a year. And so if this had been in place going back to 1980, it would have actually meant that most people's property taxes would be cut roughly in half.
Are you seeing senators in your office beginning to work together to find maybe one or two proposals? Because I know there's a lot of them at the beginning of the session to where we go towards the last leg here. How are you seeing senators working together?
Well, there's still a lot of proposals out there, and certainly I'm willing to work with senators with regard to what their ideas are. So, for example, Steve Erdman has got a bill that would change the way we value ag land to an income potential assessment. This was an idea that we tried a couple of years ago, and it got stalled in a filibuster on the legislative floor. And at that time, a couple of years ago, it would have reduced ag land valuations by about 12% on average across the state. So that would have been a great way to reform how we do ag land valuations. And it's something they do in North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. All these ag states have gone to this as a more fair way to value ag land. And they haven't seen the big run-ups in ag land valuations the way we have with our market sales assessment. So that's a great example of one. I'm certainly open to other ideas as well. The one thing, though, that we just got to keep in mind, A, anything we do has got to fit within the budget. Two, that the only way we can really have sustainable tax relief is by controlling spending. Now, we at the state don't collect property taxes. Your local entities do. And that's why this constitutional amendment is so important, to limit how much those local entities can take your taxes up. Because without controlling spending, it's not going to matter. Anything we do is not going to matter. And then the third thing is we can't raise taxes on one group of people to pay for somebody else's tax relief. Raising taxes to lower taxes doesn't make any sense. So we have to just keep that principle in mind as we're looking at what these solutions for this upcoming session are going to be. But I know the Revenue Committee has got a lot of ideas, and they're going through their discussions right now. And my understanding is that the chair of the Revenue Committee, Senator Linehan, plans to have a bill out mid-April. So we'll see if she can hit that target.